Hey everybody, welcome to The Dose. Yes, I'm repping. Right now, I'm repping. Even though they lost today, you know? But, here's the thing. I'm wearing my Dallas Cowboys shirt on football Sunday, even though the Cowboys lost today to the lowly Chiefs. Sorry, no offense if you're a Chiefs fan, okay? But here's the thing. Why do I wear a Cowboys shirt even after the Cowboys have lost and I've had plenty of opportunity to change? And the answer is because I'm a Cowboys fan. Good or bad, right or wrong, just for better or for worse, till death do us part, right? I'm going to back my Cowboys. And so, for me, wearing a Cowboys shirt is part of being true to me, right? I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm going to be true to my team, and I'm going to wear my shirt. I'm going to support them whether they win or whether they lose. And, I think that's a good illustration for how we should all be in our lives about the things that are important to us. We're going to entitle today's lesson, Be True to You. So what does that mean, to be true to you? To me, here's what it means. Being true to you means knowing what you know, believing what you believe, and not letting anyone else deter you or derail you from that, or make you feel excluded or make you feel as though you need to pretend you don't believe that way or think that way in order to be included in a group. I'll give you an example, right? I'm a Cowboys fan, okay? But let's say I wasn't wearing my Cowboys shirt. And the Cowboys lose today, and I'm in a room full of people that all hate the Cowboys, and they're all going, yeah, those Cowboys stink, man, they're awful. And if I just sat there and went, yeah, you're right, man, they're pretty bad, well, that's not being true to me, because that's really not how I feel. Now, I can sit there in silence if I want to be agreeable and just say nothing, but if somebody says, hey, Mac, don't you agree? I would have to go, no, man, I disagree. I love my Cowboys. I've been a fan since birth. And I can smile and shake my head, right? See, that's being true to you. The same is true if you are, for example, the witness to something that is grievously wrong. Someone being manipulated or lied to, and you know about it, and you just stand by and watch it happen. Now, if manipulation and lies are okay in your book, well, then you're being true to you. Just let it go, right? But I would venture to say that that's not for you and I. We're the kinds of people that we're not going to stand by for that, and we're certainly not going to accept it from ourselves or in our own lives. So we should be true to us by raising our voice to that. Now, don't misinterpret this as me suggesting that we should all be, negative Nancy's and busybodies and all up in everybody's business and being the world's policeman and making a stand. And no. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is that, for example, right, if you have a strong belief in something, let's say your faith, right, and you happen to be around someone who is mocking your faith, right, to say nothing may not be true to you. To say, hey, listen, I happen to be of that faith. And right now, you're offending me pretty hard. I'd appreciate it if you'd quit, right? Maybe that's being true to you. Being true to your own standards, being true to your own beliefs, being true to you, representing truly who you are every single moment of every single day and in every situation. Having integrity when people are looking or not looking, right? Being joyous when it's convenient and when it's not convenient, right? Doing all of those things. Being true to you means knowing who you are. Now, what we're finding is that the most successful men and women in the world all have a very defined and keen sense of who they are. They know what their beliefs are, they know what they believe in, and they know what they value. They don't flip-flop, and they don't change their mind, and they don't flow like reeds in the wind. Every time the wind shifts, they move and go a different direction. No. These men and women know exactly what they believe, and they know. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't change their mind with correct information over time, having done their due diligence and their research. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they know who they are, they know what they believe, they know what their standards are, they know what their benchmarks for character are, they know who they'll allow themselves to be surrounded by, and they know who they'll allow into their lives and who they won't. They know what behaviors they'll tolerate and which behaviors they won't. They're very, very clear on their own standards in every areas of their life. And if you can become this way, and write it down if you need to. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? Who are you here at the core? And then be true to that in every situation. And what that does is, and the reason why the most successful men and women in the world have this quality is because being true to you makes you consistent. People know what to expect, right? If you're the kind of person that doesn't use foul language and doesn't tolerate foul language and doesn't appreciate it when other people use foul language, people are going to know that about you, and there's a good chance in the board meeting or when you go out for coffee or whatever, people aren't going to use foul language around you because they know you. and they know you don't appreciate it, and they're going to respect you enough not to do that. Or let's say you're the kind of person that, doesn't watch the news because you don't feel like filling your head with all that kind of negativity all day, and everyone around you knows that about you. Well, maybe when you come into the office, they'll flick it on a different station, they'll turn it off altogether because they know that's the kind of person you are and they have that kind of respect for you. See, when you begin to become consistent and people know who you are, then people will know what they're going to get from you in any and every situation. They'll begin to trust you at a deeper level because there's never any surprises. They know exactly what to get. Can you imagine opening a Sprite can and taking a sip and there's Coca-Cola inside? How shocking that would be, right? Even though they both taste great, right? You probably want to get Sprite out of a Sprite can. Well, people want the same thing out of their relationships. They want to know when they're with a colleague or a coworker or a spouse or a friend. They want to know when they're in a certain situation, they want to know what they're going to get. They don't want a bunch of surprises. So emotional maturity becomes your friend when you know who you are and you stay true to you. And that's the dose.